Good afternoon, Paul Case here. I want to take this time to show you something really sad, so get yourself ready for this. This is really sad. Makes me sad. There's pieces missing. We've got this motor apart. We finally got the fuel tank out of there. And man, that thing was a rip. And the worst trouble was all the dirt built up beside of it. And you can't hardly see it, but it was... I had to get in there and chip that out. And we finally got the thing all to where we could get that to bend enough to get down and out. It goes up over that cross member there. And I don't know, I had to cut a piece. You can see the piece that's hanging down there. I had to cut that out to try to get the thing to bend down. We finally got it out of there, but I think I may have messed it up. We may put it back in there and try it, but anyway, we did get the oil pan off on the head and everything up here off, and them cylinder walls look really good. Matter of fact, they look so good to me, and I felt around in the one so much that we're not even gonna, I don't think I'm even gonna hone them. I'm just gonna clean the top of them up some. The piston that we had, I brought it in here. What to do with it? Here it is. This is what the rod bearings look like. That's the top piece. And the bottom one wasn't hurt at all, but the top one, the babbitt's all wore down into copper on it. But the pistons, and they kind of are funny looking to me. They've got they bronzed it around the pin, but this one here had a piece broke out of this ring right here. And these rings are wore out. If you get them down in the notch, they'll move back and forth just a little bit, and that's not good. I never played with the second one very much, but it's got slop in the notch. But I'd say they've probably got it hot once or something, and then there's a possibility that instead of it getting hot, and I know this to be true because when I first got it, I started trying to service it, and the oil filter, or not oil filter, the air filter, when I went to pull it out, it was completely full of dirt. And it's got an inner and an outer air filter, and the inner one was just as full of dirt as the outer one. And I'm going to tell you, I think the whole reason that we're having to do this overhaul right now is because the previous owners, and it might not have been the guys I bought it from, I think it traded a few times, they didn't do any maintenance to it. They didn't change the oil. I don't believe they changed the air filter or cleaned them out ever, and you just can't run them like that. And the reason I don't think they ever changed the oil is because the way the oil is built up on everything in the motor. See that bolt right there? You can actually take your finger and rub on it and get oil, and that thing's been sitting there like that out of the engine for several hours. So it's a good possibility that they never changed the oil, never do any of that kind of maintenance. Now this little motor is 3-cylinder diesel. It's the same one as a Ford 4000, except they put a turbo on this one. And I found out some more things that was pretty good about it. I guess the bearings, the motor bearings, are standard. I've never worked on one that didn't have it stamped on them what they were. They had numbers stamped on them, but they didn't say that they were standard. Most of them have STD stamped on them or something like that. There's that fuel tank. I kind of think I got into it right there, but I might not have. Pretty thick on the bottom. We may try putting it back in there, I don't know. The gauge on it, the fuel gauge even worked. That's really uncommon for me to have something equipment wise that the fuel gauge works on. But yeah, the bearings were standard. By the way, that skid loader has like 2,400 hours on it, and my best estimation that the motor shouldn't be wore out at 2,400 hours if it had any kind of care took of it. So somebody just bought it, used it, and didn't take care of it. Sold it cheap, probably. And now I've got it. We get that done. This is a never-ending thing. We have to work on stuff all the time. We get that done. I assume I'll probably have to put new tires on it. The tires on it's all real slick. And then it's got one cylinder on the loader that's leaking off, and I don't know which one it is. But anyway, that's how that works. Thanks for watching my videos. Go ahead and like and subscribe to my videos if you like them, and we'll talk at you later.